Hey, what's up guys? John here. They're going to be sending squads of people to your houses. That's what they're going to be doing to confiscate your firearms if they view you as high risk. It's a new bill. Joe Biden just pushed forward. Brand new breaking news. Just came out an hour ago. And so when they push this bill, they say it's for the children. They got to help the children. Now, when they push this bill out, the big question is, how do they define or categorize someone that's high risk? It's a really important question we have to know. Because you might be someone that is pro-Second Amendment. Maybe you've never been in trouble. Maybe you are a very responsible individual. You worked your whole life, raised a great family, contributed to society, working really hard to make this country a better place, never even jaywalked. But maybe one of your friends sent you a text message as a joke. And maybe you're flagged that way. Maybe it's a Facebook message that someone posted on your wall 5 years ago, or that you liked, someone else's firearm picture. Maybe it's who you voted for. It could be anything, right? And it's the big question is, how do they come up with this information? Now, what they're saying is that conservatives are very concerned. The words that they used is that they're looking at a dystopian future, right? A dystopian future is what conservatives are, what they see with Justin Trudeau. His ban sparks panic among U.S. conservatives for the dystopian future. Now, why would conservatives be panicking over a dystopian future? Is it because that they are saying that conservatives are the ones that have something to lose? And so would that mean that conservatives are the problem? And then would that mean that they're going to start pinpointing people based on being conservative? I'm not sure. I really don't know. But that's why I don't identify being liberal or Republican or any of that, because I think that the idea of just allowing yourself to be categorized as a certain group and then allowing them to control you based on that new title, to me sounds kind of ridiculous. I'm an individual, I'm a person. Maybe you are left, maybe you're right. I don't talk politics on this channel. It's business and money only. But when we're looking at freedom, people come to America because it becomes freedom. And that all incorporates money, entrepreneurship, business. Like everyone comes here, everyone came here because of the opportunities brought about through America. But that opportunity, everything is fading, and it's fading so damn fast, it's crazy. Look at this, because just to show you how fast this is fading, Canada, we all saw Justin Trudeau's speech that he gave, 4 days ago, 5 days ago, banning guns. Well, now his plan to ban handgun sales, right? And he said that, obviously, a statement about conservatives, but Joe Biden came out and said 9mm bullet blows the lung out of the body, right? So a 9mm, think about how small a 9mm bullet is. It's tiny, very, very small. And they're saying it blows the lung out of a body. So they're saying that 9mm are bad. So obviously anything above that's gonna be bad. What would be okay? A BB gun, is that fine? Or, where does it end? 9mm are, entry level. Like that's an entry level self-defense item, right? A 9mm. They picture this entire situation. It's very fascinating how they draw this thing together, because they're doing it for the kids. They're doing it to make the world a better place. And it's the Democrats. This is their words, not mine. The Democrats that are trying to, make the world a better place for the kids. And so House Judiciary to vote on package on gun violence prevention measures. Washington, the House Judiciary Committee is holding an emergency session Thursday to advance a legislative package on gun violence prevention measures proposed by Democrats following the recent shootings in Oklahoma, Texas, and New York. The package called for the Protecting Our Kids Act, includes new federal offenses for gun trafficking and straw purchases, and an increase in the legal age to purchase semi-automatic rifles from 18 to 21. Now, some people say that's fine, good. 18-year-olds shouldn't have it. It goes on. It also includes incentives for states to pass red flag laws, which would allow authorities to confiscate guns from people deemed a risk to themselves or others. Red flags, right? It says for states to pass red flag laws, and they're going to be incentivized, meaning that they're going to get money to do this, right? They're going to get money to do this, to then confiscate guns from people deemed a risk to themselves or others. This is NBC News. This isn't speculative. This is what they're saying. Democrats are trying to harness momentum for changes to the nation's gun laws following a string of mass shootings. Some moderate Republicans have expressed openness. This is again why I never categorize myself as left or right, because they're saying that some Republicans they're open to this. So if you're a Republican, that means that you should also be open to this, because your only other option will be on the other side, and the other side is probably going to be more distant than where you are now. So, this is what they do. Through most conservative lawmakers oppose the package. They might start here, generally what they'll do, hypothetically, they start here and then maybe they give a little slack and they say, we're gonna not go all the way. We'll just go a little bit of the way. People are like, okay, fine, we'll compromise. And 6 months later, 2 months later, a week later, like something else happens. Oh, well, we got to go further. And it's just going to continue. The meeting is being held in Congress, week-long recess, with the members back home in their districts participating virtually and others appearing in person. Democrats spoke passionately about the need for Congress to finally take concrete action to prevent more gun violence. They took aim at Republicans who have blocked legislative action on the issue for years. Now, the real problem, I think, in this country is not gun violence, it's mental health. We look at the people that are, causing most of these shootings and most of these very big problems. They're generally not just traditional Americans. They're people that are, going through something mentally. They're pushed to a breaking point. They've had some real big problems. They need actual real help. They need real treatment. And I believe that's a much bigger crisis in this country, mental health, than this. Just my opinion. Committee Chair Jerry Nadler, Democrat in New York, opened the meeting by quoting the Talmud. Listen to this. In the days since the shooting, the Tops friendly marks store in Buffalo, New York, ended along. Sad nights since the shooting of Robb Elementary School in Texas, I have turned to the particular teaching of Talmud. Whoever kills one life kills the world entire. And whoever saves one life saves the world entire. You gotta save a life, right? Familiar. He also challenged Republicans who have repeatedly argued that Democrats are politicizing mass shootings to enact new policies, emphasizing the urgency of the matter. Now they're noted the time that has passed since major mass shootings without substantive action, right? Columbine, young kids, Virginia Tech, Charleston, 4 years since Parkland, right? Republican Madeline Dean said she was stunned by the comments made by her GOP colleagues. Where's the outrage over the slaughter of 19? I don't even want to read that. If you were here for the kids, you would do all you could to protect the next school shooting that's about to happen. But if you're here for the killers, you would do everything to make it easier for the next school shooting to happen, right? There's more guns in this country than there are people. And so when we go down this road, imagine, just a really easy way to look at this, imagine how far we've come the last 2 years. Right? Imagine if we take this next step, as a country, because they're not going to let up. This will 100% move forward. Definitely, I would bet everything that they're moving forward in this direction. Imagine what the world would look like 6 months from now, or a year from now, or 2 years from now, or 5 years from now. How far we're changing as a society. This is unbelievable to me. And that's why I think that, it's so fascinating now to pay attention to what money really means, right? Money equals freedom. Freedom equals options. That's what it means. People came from all over the world where they had little options, right, and little freedom to America to work very, very hard, contribute to society, to, potentially raise a family, to do everything that they could do to make this country a better place and to provide for themselves and the people in their community. And now what we're seeing those options and those benefits being stripped away, right? And so the big question is, are people going to be taking their money and their options and trying to go to other places, right? Are they going to be doing things to get out of America? Because to me, this no longer even feels like we're in America. It feels like we're stepping into a new type of environment, and an environment I think that a lot of people are simply not going to agree with. I think a lot of people are going to be looking for options to leave. They're going to be looking for options to, to get out of here, because this is pretty crazy. We look at what's happening in the landlord-tenant space right now, and I just commented in Parkland, someone bought a property. Right? This is all connected. Someone bought a property, and after they purchased it, then the state is coming in saying, hey, you bought this property, but now here are all the new laws and restrictions that we're going to put on this new property that you just purchased. Look at Texas, they're trying to ban house flipping. Look at Florida, they're trying to bring in rent control. Look at Los Angeles, they're trying to push forward on an option to seize somebody's property. And then they're trying to push this, right? Taxes are going up, inflation's out of control. All these things are happening. Is it all coincidence, right? Is it? Or is it just, I don't know. Like, what are the odds that this is all a coincidence, right? Things are going to get bad. They're going to get worse, much, much worse. That's why people come to the channel. Sometimes I'll hear people say, "Oh, you're doom and gloom, fear mongering." But if you look at the information, look at the facts of what's really happening in this country, you'd be delusional. You'd be delusional to say that, nothing has changed over the last couple of years. Nothing has changed in the last year. Nothing's changed in the last 6 months. Everything is changing every single day. And the next 6 months and the next year are going to be unreal. It's going to get crazy. What do you think about this entire situation? About the, now this is the conservative problem. What do you think about this situation? Are you concerned about it? Are you think it's a good idea? I'm curious. Drop your comments below on what you think about it. Subscribe. Subscribe to my second channel. It's going to be a personal show where people can call in. I'm going to have a phone number listed. People can call in. We can talk about real estate, the economy, business. It's going to be a really cool, interactive show. So go ahead and subscribe below if you'd like to. It's pinned to the top comment. And then LinkedIn, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, everything's in the banner. If you want to make money online, you need help fixing your credit, maybe you want more options potentially, or you'd want to invest in real estate when things really hit the fan, because I think they are, then cashnow.video. Go check it out. Uploading new content every month. You have bi-weekly phone calls with me, 2 full courses, real estate and YouTube. You get everything that you'd ever need as a landlord, like 3 dozen different, whether it be lease agreements, mold disclosures, parking, anything you would ever need as a landlord, everything. You can get it all over there. It's like $100 a month, no contract, no commitment. I think honestly it's worth 10x what I'm pricing it at. And the goal for me is to supply so much value to where people would say, why the hell would I ever cancel this? So check it out, cashnow.video, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.